Noting papers allow the DSB to raise issues for informal consultation, distinct from the formal consultation process via decision proposals. This is a summary of Noting Paper 345. Noting Paper 345, NP 345, consolidates and supersedes all previous noting papers describing the Data Standards Body's business procedures. NP 345 also includes details of DSB's public-facing processes, including how consultations are conducted with the consumer data right community. NP 345 has three main parts. Data Standards Body structure sets out the roles and responsibilities of the Data Standards Chair, the DSB, and their legislative obligations. The DSB capability model explains how those obligations are met. DSB Processes describes the driving principles behind the DSB's open and transparent public consultation processes, how the work is planned, and how these processes align with requirements in the CDR rules. Consumer Data Standards Management describes how the standards transition from development through various stages to become binding standards and the technical processes used to manage them. The Data Standards Body Structure section discusses the role of the Data Standards Chair, Data Standards Body (DSB) function and authority, advisory committees, consultative groups, and working groups. The function of the DSB is to assist the Chair. The DSB capability model describes the streams and activities by which the DSB meets its core objectives. Advisory committees, consultative groups, and working groups include the Data Standards Advisory Committee, DSAC, the Technical Working Group, the Consumer Experience, CX, Working Group. The DSB Processes section provides a flowchart of the DSB consultation process and provides details of each stage: change initiation, consultation, decision. See also DSB Video 24, CDS Consultation Process. This section also describes the underlying principles informing standards development. Driving principles are open participation, transparency, data standards body accountability, efficiency and productivity, iteration and agility. For making changes to the consumer data standards, operating modes include urgent mode, change to avoid risk to consumers or to remove obstacles to development; maintenance mode, ongoing change handled by 4 maintenance iteration change cycles per year; substantial change mode, major change in response to events such as new or modified sector designations, major change to the CDR rules, or major CDR legislative change. This section provides details of all processes, modes, and models. The Consumer Data Standards Management section outlines the practical processes used by the DSB to author and publish the standards. The categories of standard in order of increasing maturity and enforceability are experimental, draft, candidate, binding. GitHub Promotion Processes describes the GitHub repositories used by the DSB to openly and transparently manage the standards. Repositories in the GitHub Consumer Data Standards Australia subdomain include Standards, Standards Staging, Standards Maintenance. This section provides in-depth description of naming conventions, the use of repository branches, and other technical details. NP 345 is highly detailed and includes in-depth technical procedures. If you have an interest in these topics, read NP 345 for full details. Thank you for participating in the Consumer Data Standards.